My name is Phil Gattone, and I am president of the Epilepsy Foundation. Life for us changed dramatically on April 11th, 1991, when we found our son Philip having a seizure in his bedroom, and we ended up going to the emergency room in the middle of the night with our son. He was blue around his mouth, his eyes were open and deviating to the left, and I thought he had died. I didn't know what was going on. We had never seen a seizure before. It was intensive care for a better part of a week, and the seizure lasted an hour, and they stopped the seizure in the emergency room. Philip continued to deteriorate, continued to have difficulty with seizures, with language, with understanding of language, and ended up really not responding to any of the current treatments. Really, the only other option was a surgical option. We weren't sure that Philip even qualified for that, and he, through a series of tests, was shown to actually be qualified for that surgical procedure. He had actually underwent 2 surgical procedures. Philip had an aide in the classroom from 1st grade through 8th grade. Really struggled. But, you know, as people with epilepsy will do, he really was a hard worker, probably working twice as hard as a typical student would work. In high school, Philip was able to get onto a typical curriculum, still taking multiple medications, still having brief, simple partial seizures, but not having seizures that would impair his consciousness. And he ended up graduating high school, and he went on to go to college, and he graduated with a degree in computer engineering. He's missing several centimeters on the right side of his brain, and but the brain is amazing, and Philip is amazing, and he's been able to accomplish quite a bit. He's now married, he's living independently, he's got a job with a security firm that he has a security clearance. I don't have a security clearance. He has a security clearance. You know, he's smarter than me. He's bigger and stronger and healthier than me. I have to be much nicer to him now. You know, there are families that do everything right. The person with epilepsy is doing everything right. They're trying so hard, and the family's making all the right decisions, and the doctor's making all the right decisions. But still, epilepsy persists because it's insidious. It doesn't discriminate, and it doesn't have a certain formula that can cause seizure freedom for everybody. So consequently, there's work to be done. So we need to find a way to connect people to good care early in their treatment. We need to find a way to help teachers and school nurses understand epilepsy better so they can help students more effectively in the classroom. We need to help our employers understand what epilepsy is and how they can help somebody with epilepsy achieve in the workplace. And I feel like we all can do a better job of that. And I'm very fortunate to be in the role that I'm in right now at the Epilepsy Foundation to help make that happen. We feel like it's part of our life's calling to pursue advocacy and education and help, just as so many others have done. When Dick Rovner was a neurologist, and he was kind of refounding, you know, kind of starting the foundation over again in Chicago, I really think it was his vision to carry forward the work of finding a cure, finding a better quality of life for people with epilepsy, and that's what he did. That's what he did for his whole life. And so to receive, you know, that award with that name, it's special. When people are alone and they're struggling, it can feel kind of hopeless. But when you find out that there's a place you can go, that there are people who care, that there's someone there who can help you. It makes you feel like you can fly. It makes you feel like you can achieve anything. When you know you have a friend, when you know you have somebody supporting you, it makes you feel like you can really move in a direction that you thought you never could move before. And I know the theme of the Epilepsy Foundation gala tonight is SOAR above seizures, and I really believe that when a person finds the support and the encouragement and the inspiration that they need, they can really soar, they can really fly. And it's fun to watch that happen. And I hope we get to watch that happen over and over and over again in the future.